Anyway, I think we're going to do a kind of a kind of a short stream today. I think we're going to just let me come over here. All right, so recently they announced the new NES online games, or apparently they've been announced for May, and it's like Donkey Kong Jr., Clue Land, and Excite Bike. None of which excite me at all. Fortunately, I was reminded of a perfectly good NES-like game during the last couple Final Fantasy streams. And that is this, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, which is... Oh, is there music here? Let me just... This is basically a... Let me turn this up. Seems awfully quiet to me. I'll just turn that up a little bit. So this is Inti Creates making Castlevania III. And Castlevania III is my favorite of the Classicvanias. So I was thinking, why don't we play it? Like, one of the things I really like about the whole Bloodstained project is, like, we're getting to Igavania, obviously, and that's looking better than ever after the latest trailer. But we also got this. And I liked this game a lot. When I played it when it first came out. It's not too long, it's just 8 stages. I figure we can get through at least half of them before I get too sleepy. And it's just a good time. Apparently this is supposed to be a tie-in or like a prequel to the main Bloodstained game. I do wonder if it'll be like Rondo into Symphony, where the last stage will be the same as the beginning. I love that last slide. On that night, either the demons or the moon would feel the wrath of his blade. That's the extra edgy version of kicking ass and chewing bubblegum. And being all out of bubblegum. Like, that's just so Castlevania. It's beautiful. I love it. Let's see. Alright, so for Zangetsu you've got your jump, you've got your sword, and you've got like a sort of chain whip that goes up and to the right that you press with your special weapon button. And the weapon gauge is basically hearts from Castlevania. One thing to notice is that this game is pretty fast-moving. It's not timed, though. Give me all that good stuff. Having I think that's a secret area up there. So there are a lot of alternate pathways through the stages. And it depends on, what characters you have, which of their special abilities you have equipped, whether or not a ghost materializes out of nowhere and dunks on you. Yeah, what the path you take through the stage, it varies wildly. Oh, can't make that jump. Oh well. Thought I might have been able to. Keep looking for wall chicken. Like, I've played this game before, but that was quite some time ago. Alright, so we got the talisman. That acts kind of like holy water. Health. Holy water doesn't help against the ghosts, though. Not bad for the rats. Hang on just a second. There's no way through here? I must need another different character. Zangetsu does not appear to have a slide. Let me see if there's a controls. Sub-weapon... Oh, no, I don't need that. Back jump... Sub-weapon, nope. A little annoying. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of secret over there, but you might need to be playing on a different game mode to get it. There's some wall chicken. A little rough, the, man, it costs 3 to use the upward whip? That's a bit tough. Anyway, let's get on the Phantom Train. Is there an NG Plus where you start with everyone? Yes. There are actually, there's a few different modes. There's one where you start with everyone, there's one where Zangetsu kills all the other characters and steals their powers. Kinda like, a not-so-heroic Megaman. Just like a super hard difficulty. There's a lot of stuff in this game. I swear I know how to get through here. It's I think it's another thing. Yeah, this game is great. This was made as a stretch goal for the main Bloodstained game. As just something that the Inti Creates people did on their off time. Presumably, you know, when they weren't busy working on Galgun 2 or something like that. It's weird, like, there's two things that Inti Creates makes, primarily. One is really good platformers, like this. They also made Megaman 9 and 10. And they made, what else did they make? They made Gunvolt. Gunvolt series. Made this, obviously. And the other thing they make are stuff like Galgun. Which, well, I mean, you could Google it if you haven't heard of it. It's not, it's not a game you speak of in polite company, let's put it that way. Alright, now it's time to fight this extremely cool boss. The giant robot that is the conductor of the train. That has a steam locomotive for a chest. Like, this thing's just really cool. What a good idea for a boss. It's like fighting the Phantom Train without the suplexing. Whoa! He ducked me pretty hard on that one. Okay, so when you kill a boss, they get basically one last desperation move. And if you avoid it, you get an extra life. Can't actually die. Yes, Gal Star as an asterisk gun. That was also made by the people who made this game. Or the studio, anyway. Alright. So here we meet Miriam. So we get Miriam, who is the main character of Bloodstained. And it's kind of neat because the way this game works, while you have multiple people... Ah, yeah, Miriam has the slide. That's how you get through. And she's got a whip. Regular whip. So the way that lives work in this game is that you don't lose a life unless everybody on your team is dead. It also jumps higher. So you'll want her in the first level to get to those bonus areas. So obviously, if you're playing on a version of the game where you kill all the other characters, then you only get 1 life per life as opposed to 4. Like, that's part of why the main game isn't that difficult. So we'll play as Miriam for a bit. She jumps high. She can slide. She's got a lengthy whip. Good for taking out these eldritch horrors. Actually, now that fighting the train boss made me think a lot about my current car predicament. So last night I was going to stream, but I didn't. And the reason that I didn't was because I was out just driving my car. Just driving it. Not because I want to, but because I had to get my smog check yesterday. And the result of it was... basically out in California, once your car is 7 years old, no matter how long you personally have owned it, you have to get it smog checked. And then you have to do it again every 2 years thereafter. Yeah, emissions, basically. And there are multiple ways that you can fail this test. This part reminds me of Castlevania II for Game Boy. One of the ways you can fail it is, obviously, if your car is not up to emission standards. But the other way you can fail it, which is how I failed it, is if your car is, its onboard sensors are not all active at the same time. So I had taken my car in for service a couple weeks ago, and whatever they did caused it to... caused one of the onboard sensors to reset. And it had not been doing its diagnostic. That's, an automatic fail. Oh, that's weird. get that. This is a double attack power, I believe. While it's active. So I had a sensor that wasn't on. Yeah, that must be double attack power. This takes 2 instead of 3. And what the guy told me is that, you know, everything is normal with your car. It's fine. It's just this thing wasn't, you know, running. So you have to go and drive your car at highway speeds for X amount of time so that it will restart. And I'm like, buddy, it's Los Angeles. You know, you can't drive your car at highway speeds except late at night. He's like, you know, that's what you have to do. I'm like, okay. So, at the time that I would normally be streaming on Sunday night, I was out, you know, just driving on the 405 instead. And, you know, it wasn't all bad. I eventually went and got ice cream, which is important. Gotta have ice cream. But that was, you know, time that I spent doing that instead of playing games or doing anything else that I would normally like to do. And I hated it. So I do that, and then this morning, my check engine light turns on. I'm like, alright, we're taking it to, we're taking it to, what's it called? Go to the parts shop, we're gonna get diagnosed, we're gonna get fixed, it'll be fine. And I get it to the Pep Boys, that's what it is. So I get it to the first Pep Boys. And they're like, well, we don't have a code reader here. You'll have to go to the other Pep Boys over here. So I go over there, and they tell me, oh, well, there's actually just nothing wrong with your car. We're getting no error code or anything. At which point, you know, I turn the car back on and the engine light's gone. So I'm like, okay, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm going to, you know, call a place and get a proper engine diagnostic. You know, figure out what in the world is going on. Ooh, this is not good. Hang on. So I call the place, or rather I don't call the place, I fill out the online form. Oh, this thing. Yeah, so the sensor's probably reset right now. So I called the other place that I was going to get... Oh man, I don't remember how to fight this guy at all. I'm trying to relate this story and play the game at the same time. It's roughed me up a little bit. Okay. Hang on, so let me pause. So I write down everything that's happened, because I'm like, I don't know what service I actually need, you tell me. And the guy reads it and calls me and says, like, you know, we have no idea what's going on either. We can't actually help you here. And I'm like, well, that's just not useful. And so now I'm just kind of waiting to see what's is or is not wrong with my car. Oh, that's not good. Just short. Alright, desperation attack time. Ouch! He just smashed me into a wall. I don't even know what you do to dodge that one. That was a little rough. See, I just don't know what's going on with my car at this point, and my Sunday night was lost, and a Monday morning was lost, and my sanity is generally getting lost. That's fine. Let's pick up an alchemist. You know, I think you're right. It's probably sliding under, which obviously I can't do without Miriam. Oh well. Oh, Edgy Zangetsu. So this alchemist is, they use him extensively in the speedrun of the game. And he's got like this ice power that, he basically got the ice beam from Metroid. And it's awesome. I'm gonna make sure to get that. That and the lightning spell are his good points. Oh, so you know what else is going on is RPG Limit Break. It's the RPG speedrunning marathon. I'm not exactly sure what charity they're going with this year. It's probably a good one though. They're usually the speedrunning marathons are usually pretty good about their charitable goals and that sort of stuff. But it's of note for me because they're doing Final Fantasy II for NES. Oh, this is a cool spell. Okay, check this out. It's the soul body from Megaman X4. Oh. And I've been, so I'm planning to do Final Fantasy II, since 1 went very well. Might as well keep it rolling. Since 2 is one of my favorite, it was one of my favorite games in said series, even though it is not great. And I think it's great. It's the basis for one of my, for many of my all-time favorite games, really. But they're doing a speedrun of it at 1 in the morning. This is of note to me because I would really like to know... Well, that's not how I expected the axe to work. I'm trying to figure out a way to get through the first dungeon of the game without spending any money on weapons. And I think I can do it. Oh, big pig. Oh, exploding pig, what? Eyes putting work here. Oop. Maybe shouldn't have done that. I was thinking maybe I could get some tips from the speedrun to make my own run work a little better. Because I figure, you know, even if they do a bunch of crazy strats and other nonsense, there's a good chance that, you know, the early game will be fairly normal. I can maybe learn a little bit. Whoops. Bat. I've got a basic idea of what I want to do. It's a game that rewards you for planning, or rather for already knowing everything that happens in the game ahead of time. I can't, well, I mean, I can imagine what it's like to play it for the first time. It's really, really difficult. Love Miriam's body just kind of floats there in the ether. That's good. Defeated by bats. Whoop. Alright, let's give this another shot, shall we? There we go, we got that cool ice power. It's very cool. Yeah, my brain is just all over the place today. Oh, I can hardly keep everything I want to talk about straight in my brain. This is going to be a pretty rough week for me too, so I wanted to make sure I get some stream time in. If I don't get to hang out or play games at all this week, I'm going to go crazy. Oh yeah, so the life ups and stuff, and the weapon energy increases, they affect everybody. That's nice. I was afraid the first time I played the game that they were going to try as hard as they could to screw you over with that sort of thing, and only let you upgrade one character per thing. Oh hey, it's off-brand Medusa heads. I don't remember these. I suppose it only makes sense that they exist, though. Alright, so I really like this boss. This is the Greed boss. He's made out of huge cash prizes. It's awesome. It's not a very difficult boss, though. The key is to know that you can actually smack the money. Just getting trapped against the wall is likely instant death. I don't think that's ever happened to me, but it seems pretty obvious that that's what's going to happen. And here's some dudes. That's cool. Let's just leave that guy there to get whacked. I love how fast the character switching is in this as well. Like, one thing that always really bothered me was, was how long it took to switch characters. Oh! That's such a nasty trick at the end. Making it impossible to see and just relying on knowing where in the pattern you are. Alright, so now we get our last character. I don't even remember who he is. Oh yeah, that's right, it's Alucard. But not really. Alright, so we get Gebel. And now we've got the full complement. Yeah, Gebel is, he's very clearly Alucard. Dark Metamorphosis. So he works exactly as you would expect him to. He is a Dracula. Blasphemy unto heaven. Oh man, these stage names, they're wonderful. So the aesthetic of this stage is like Castlevania 1, Stage 3. You know, the one where you fight all of the bone towers and ravens and stuff. Ooh. I actually really like this particular sub-weapon. I mean, it's not really a weapon per se, but it's neat in that you can pass the attack boost around to your other characters. Alright, so we're going to use Metamorphosis. This is kind of a custom-made for Alucard segment. The axe armors are, of course, pretty vulnerable to his basic attack. But we'll use our new guy for a little bit. It's a little weird the way he aims, but it's specifically useful in a number of places. Whoop! Bonus rat. I don't need a bonus rat. I don't need a first rat, let alone a second, third. Let's see. Sure, we'll slide. This guy thinks he's slick shooting arrows downward. I'm not falling for that. Let's see. You get upgrades? No, it just turns into big things. Alright, so this is definitely a case where you want to do that. Oh! Damage boost! Nice. Totally intentional. Taking damage to save time. It's a tactic. Alright, so this is the part where you can't contractually use the Flea Man from Castlevania, but you can just put that part of stage 4. Just leave it right here. But now it's frogs. That is literally out of Castlevania. I wonder what's up here. I guess it's nothing. What's everybody's health doing anyway? Miriam's kind of beat up, but everybody else is doing alright. Let's get more Dracula, who he just walks around with his arms crossed. Like, he's too cool to have normal human, motions. Like, forget emotions, just motions. Motions are a struggle for, not Alucard. Oh no. I'm just gonna take this. Ooh. Oh no, just short. Get over here, Axe Armor. I do love all these discount Castlevania enemies. And I also like how they oftentimes work differently. So like the frogs and the birds dropping, that's exactly the same. But you know, there's axe armors like Castlevania, but they just work completely differently. Oh no. I did not switch off fast enough. I didn't even notice this. Hang on. How did I fail to notice that there's a weapon upgrade right there? Alright, well at least I get to keep the weapon upgrade. Ooh. I'm getting roughed up in this section. This one's a little nasty. Getting juked out by those evil dog things. Okay. The doubler helps. I don't know. I don't remember what the boss is here. Oh, that's right, the serpent. It's like the, I don't know how to get close enough to this guy. Okay, well that's good. Let's, oh! Okay, now I know how to do it. Should be a bunch easier, especially since I think it's gonna let me have the Oni mask. Yes, there it is. Just gotta make sure that I collect enough weapon potions. Yeah, I should be able to get it. That's enough for 4 shots. That should be way more than enough. Oh yeah, except I have to get through here again. Let's just grab all of that. Frogs, please. Frogs. Oops, I should have switched. Oh well. Sight is good though. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is the right guy to use here. Just double up and smash this guy in the face. Faces. Repeatedly. That'll be good. For me. I'm perhaps being far too cavalier with my health. Miriam might be the better choice for this one, since all this guy can do is, I don't know, spit acid at me. Oh, Mal's everywhere, that's good. So just a tight jumping window is the thing there. Oops. Well, if I just forget, that's significantly less good. I don't know that you can actually beat him with the wizard. Gotta say, it doesn't feel likely. So, what I'm aiming for is just, doing slightly better. Oh. That could make it possible, if necessary. Keys to get close enough to this guy to have him ignore his there we go. Maybe I should do this. Yeah, that seems a lot better. I think he's screwed if I do that. One, two, three, four. I guess this was his desperation attack, it's just a second form. thought he had a regular desperation attack. I guess not. Alright, so every Castlevania game, after 3, it needs a boat level. Couldn't really tell you why it needs a boat level, but it does. And this is it. It's boat time. Time for boats. And I don't know what that thing is, but it's toothy and unpleasant, and I wouldn't want to mess with it. So we'll just kill it before it gets too close. It's kind of like the fish man, except really creepy. Yeah, dagger. Not gonna do it, I don't think. Lots of mimics. No treasure, unfortunately. There we go. This is also just a reskinned Castlevania enemy. Even down to what it drops. Oh yeah, like, Zangetsu, he's a real tryhard. He's all about, it's like, oh, I'm so deep and meaningful that I have a katana, da 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 da. Bet he's real good at Sekiro. At least he thinks he is. Oh, that's not useful. Of course, this door doesn't look spooky or dangerous at all. Nope, not this one. It's time to fight an evil painting. It's time to fight an evil painting. So you know the drill with evil paintings. You can't let them touch you or you will die. Horribly. Instantly. I forgot exactly how the thing works. Oh yeah, and it laughs at you the entire time. It's very obnoxious. We shall show it. Yeah, this is straight out. This stage is straight out of Rondo of Blood. Come on over here, Portrait of Ruin. Fortunately, if you power up your bats, you get the damage boost out of each bat. It's pretty good. I would recommend. things look like they belong in Darkest Dungeon. Like, I can't even imagine how much sanity damage these things would do. Oh! Oh! Pulling out the secret skills. Yeah, this is not going well. Bit of a tough segment. Just have to do it like this. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Please. Yes. Oh, this is a Toadman situation we got going on here. But you can go into the ship down there. I just don't have Miriam available. That's fine, though. I will get Miriam back. And then head in there. Not sure what's going to be in there, since I already got... Look at you, Sengetsu. Can't even stand still. Now, I'm pretty sure that that pit is death. I just have a feeling that it's not the good pit. Pick that up. Now, the correct thing to do in this scenario is just turn into a bat and skip it. There's no reason to subject yourself to more Toadman stage if you don't have to. Okay, so we got that. If memory serves, that is very good. And it will serve us well fighting this thing, which is a mess. I thought this was the hardest boss in the game when I played it the first time. To this day, I can't tell you how you're actually supposed to deal with this guy. Like, do you jump over him when he does that? I don't actually know. Maybe something like that. That seems a little cheeky, but it worked. Ooh. Got a little bit of Storm Eagle in him. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, if you don't go in there with a lot of health on all your guys, you could be in trouble. I can't imagine doing that with just Sengetsu. That would be very difficult. Yes, after you finish the first, what is that, 6 stages, you make it to the castle, where there are 2 more. Or is that 6? Or stage 6? Maybe we're in stage 6. What's up weird? Nice, just pick up that Infinity Gauntlet, it'll be fine. Nothing weird will happen. Okay, so that was the lightning spell. Again, which I already had. Presumably that means it'll be useful here. Perhaps it was not meant to be useful in that way. That specific one... Man, the switching is so good. Just constantly in awe of how well done the character switching is. And the fact that it's actually worth doing. Like, all the time. I suppose that's part of how the challenge modes get you, is, you know, if you can't switch characters all the time, it's like a totally different game. It's pretty cool how much content they managed to pack in here. Oh. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. Oh, okay, this part. I remember this part. You have to, like, shatter all the lava. And it's pretty cool. Gets you one up, though. Man, that's some real, Flame Mammoth stuff. I think the people who played this must have really liked Mega Man X. It's like the second stage in a row where you got a lot of Mega Man X stuff. Like the Thunderbird, you know, fights like an electrically charged Storm Eagle and looks like Cyber Peacock. And then we got the Flame Mammoth section here. That's a surprisingly nasty segment right there. I don't remember that one. I don't know that I've done this area. I do remember these, the Demon Bunny Girls. That hip drop you. A little bit of that gal gun coming through. Okay, back to the scythe. I love a good scythe. Rip. Ooh. I probably should have gotten at the right a little bit faster there. That's fine. There's always a tried and true method of getting through everything, and that is turning into a bat and skipping it. Classic. And then there is getting up left instead of regular up, and getting owned by a staircase. Unfortunate. It's fine, though. Solo Alchemist. Solo Alchemist. That's the ticket. Scissor Man, what are you doing outside a clock tower? You know, I never actually played any of the clock tower games. I think I just know them from Game Center. Oh, this one, okay. I remember this. The literal bloodbath. This is kind of a tough boss. Oops. Yeah. That one's a little tough. We could use some more characters, I think. Oh, but I have to go back here. Oh no. I don't have any weapon energy. Oops. Oh! I didn't quite see that coming. But it does seem fairly easy to avoid if you know it's coming. I don't actually know the visual cues on this boss, though. I think that's it, though. Oh no! He just warps away. That's so Mega Man. Definitely not Castlevania music. Nope. Definitely not Bloody Tears. No Bloody Tears here. A little bit of that good skip. And the defense boost. Excellent. Oh, I forgot about Death Book. Death Book can be a little scary. Oh, really? You're just gonna... That's what you're going with? I mean, okay. Let's get the Thunder Spell. Yeah, that'll do him. Oh, oh no! It's the blocks from Mega Man. Oh, how did I forget this was in here? No one is safe. Bloodstained will take all of your NES mechanics. Beloved, hated, they don't care. Nope. Ah. I wonder if I can actually hurt this guy with anything but ice. Probably not. Oh well. I guess we're going the long way. With conveyor belts. That was unwise. Distraction Pixie got me. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. Now, let's try it. Probably supposed to have Miriam, though. Oh, really? Are we doing this again? We can. I do think it lets me skip like a lot of the level though, so probably worth it. Huh. You know, I don't actually know how to get through there. Maybe something that I need Miriam for. Ah, no! Didn't switch fast enough. Let's see now. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I guess bats can't break steel beams. Alright, more careful with this one then. Now we're definitely getting to the boss. Even if I have to fight him solo Alucard. Sure, I'm glad that the good times aren't going to end. Oh no! Well now, that could pose some difficulties. It's my one health solo alchemist. Huh. Yes. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. I can't get through here with Solo Alchemist. It just doesn't work. Let's see what fresh misery I'll have to deal with. Oh! Killed and knocked into the pit. The double diff. Back here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess we're going up. So let's see, does that let me just skip to the boss? Looks like it. Yep. Sure does. Get him, Alchemist. I don't remember this boss. What is that? Sting Chameleon, is that you? Oh, okay. Yeah, now I kind of remember this one. Yeah, this one's pretty easy, but it's very cool looking. Alright, and then his desperation attack. Nice! Action dodge. I like that boss a lot. I remember the first time I fought it, I was like, oh my god, what is happening? I can't comprehend. Even with the big red flashing warning indicators. That's one that kind of gets you a sensory overload the first time around. Alright, so that brings us to the final stage. Curses! The moon! Oh, that's right, it's this stage. Okay, I remember this one now. It is, this stage is very difficult. It's quick lasers, the stage. And you can't just drop down this because you'll die. Yeah, I forgot how nasty this stage was. I do believe that, like, you're always at risk of getting killed by the swarms of locusts. Yes. Like that. This is not a, friendly zone. But you can sort of see where the safe spots are, because the background is different. Now here... Well, I thought that's what you did, but I guess not. Let's go up. And then down. See what that does. No? Still like this. I could have sworn there's a way to make this not happen. But I don't know what it is. I mean, if it hurts your butt to do that, don't. You're fully free to not try to kill me. In fact, I highly support not trying to kill me. Oh god, this room. No, this room is just the worst. No! Okay. Yeah, that room can go extremely badly. And if you don't make it through like that, you have to do a bunch of other nasty rooms before you get to this one, which is, of course, nearly impossible. I died so many times on this room. Just hope you're perfect. Maybe it wasn't quite as tough as I remember. But then again, I knew it was there this time, which is certainly a difference. Oh no, it's Frog again. Where's the locust? We gotta go full Bible stories. Oh. Oof. There we go. And I think this is the end of the... Okay, so there's a secret here. Just fly on over. Unfortunately, all I have left is Alucard, and I think there's... I think you just walk part of the way. And final boss time. Now, if you thought, you know, what if I was free from the locusts? Well, you are not free from the locusts. You're never free. The locusts are here forever. Hope you learned their pattern. Oh, did I say pattern? I meant patterns. There are many. This one is... I think else she has like a live decapitated leopard head that spits fire. Yeah, final boss already. This game is it's not super long. And you essentially can't lose once you get here, since you get a constant stream of 1-ups. But, I want to make sure that we actually win in a reasonable amount of time. I'll make sure to get everything first. Pretty sure the best way to do it is to just get up next to her and do the Zangetsu thing. Yeah, so the patterns, of course, are based on the hand signs. Alright, so there's phase 1. Now we get phase 2, and this is a doozy. This is just nasty. I remember this boss. It's the moon phase nonsense. Spikes, yes. And then you get dunked. And you get to go all the way back! Haha! that one should be over here. That one comes over there like this. Like, eventually, once you learn the locust patterns, the first storm is pretty easy. But the second one is, it's kind of nasty. And it wouldn't be an Inti Creates game unless you could auto-die. Either by falling off a pit or getting hit by an instant death attack. Gunvolt was like this, too. It's like the one thing I really didn't like about that game. Oops. A little premature. Keep forgetting to jump. You gotta jump that. This is a little tougher. Yeah, Miriam's a little tougher because you don't have the double damage boost. I do think you're meant to fight the second form with all 4 characters. Like, I could think of... essentially just think of places where every single character is useful and gets you past certain patterns. Alright, so just Old Man and Miriam. Well, it'll be tough, but I think it's possible. Yep. Oh, I see. Only the, that's right, only the bottom part actually hurts you. Oops. I'll be a little more careful, I guess. These ones... Ooh. Ah, no. Oh no, I forgot how to dodge this. And then get out of the way. Yeah, that's an attack, alright. That's a super move. Ah, no! Dang it. Alright, well I know all the patterns now. And now that I know that, I should be able to win. Yeah, this really is a case where you just need to know the patterns. Maybe not get... There we go. I think I'll get it this time. It usually takes about 2 or 3 tries. I think 3 is usually the number of tries it takes to beat a particularly rough boss. Gotta see all of their attacks first. As long as I don't forget. But I like how this fight's like an actual team effort. That's how you're supposed to do it. It's a cooperative effort between all 4 characters, and I really like it. I forgot to let Alucard do his thing. But as you can see, it's a very cool fight when you have it all going. I don't have the materials. So precise. You will, of course, get owned if that fire touches you. There she goes. That is the final boss. Now let's see the one of the endings of this game. There are a number. Zangetsu absorbs all the evil, becomes evil, and everybody else escapes. So they'd have to owe him one. Yeah, that could be it. I think they did it because the plot of the main Bloodstained game is, you know, Zangetsu's evil and has created his own Castlevania, and you have to go save his soul or kill him or something. I think that's what the story of Bloodstained is supposed to be. But that is Curse of the Moon, at least the regular playthrough of Curse of the Moon. It's really good. I think it's a great game. Pretty easy, especially compared to actual Castlevania III. But the bosses, I think, are a particular highlight. Like, this game has great bosses. Once you know their patterns, of course, you know, they're easy. But they're still a cool spectacle nonetheless. And I really love that final boss. Like, the way you do the whole teamwork thing between all the characters to dodge all of his moves, or all of her moves, rather, and get your hits in is fantastic. It's great. Is the girl here who you play in the main game? Yes. That is Miriam, who is the main character of the main Bloodstained game. I don't know whether you meet the alchemist guy or definitely not Alucard. Well, that's right, and the music was done by Michiru Yamane, who is the Castlevania composer. Yeah, it's authentic Castlevania music because they got the actual composer of the Castlevania music to do it. It's very cool. Is Zan the dude reflected in the sword? I don't know. I have not looked at that graphic close enough to see what exactly is going on there. So yeah, that's Bloodstained. It's on the side of Inti Creates that you can play with other people in the room, and it's great. I like it a lot. It's a nice short game. You know, one and done streams. All right, and that should keep me tided over until this weekend. Let's see, who is that? I don't think that's Zangetsu in the sword. That guy's not he's not edgy enough. Could be the Alucard guy. I don't actually know. Well, that's something we'll have to learn about together when the game comes out. And it's sooner than we think. It's next month. It's end of June 25th on Switch, which is what I'm going to be playing it on, of course. All right, well, we finished that at a good time. It's a good time for me to go to bed. It's nearly 11. Got a tough week ahead of me, if today is anything to be... Oh god, I'm so tired I can't even finish my sentence correctly. Well, thanks for coming by. Hope you enjoyed Bloodstained, and I hope you'll come back when the main game comes out as well, because I'm going to play it as soon as I get my hands on it, which may be a week later than a lot of the rest of Twitch. But I'll deal. I can avoid spoilers for a week. All right. Have a good night, everybody. See you next time.